Magic the Gathering Christmas? Magic the Gathering Christmas cards? I think that's enough, isn't it? Is that enough? Can we just roll the intro? Magic the Gathering has a lot of cards. A lot of cards. But did you know since 2006, Wizards of the Coast have been sending out special holiday-themed cards for the festive season? Originally, it was a gift given out during their annual holiday party, but as we've witnessed the birth of the influencer, they've been sent out to more and more people in the community. And I'm just saying, Watsy, I'm here if you've got any going next year. Just saying. I'm Tom, aka Overfiend, and let's go all the way back to the past, the year 2006, to take a look at these cards from the very beginning. Fruitcake Elemental is 1 and 2 green for a 7/7 creature elemental with indestructible. At the end of your turn, Fruitcake Elemental deals 7 damage to you, pay 3 mana, target player gains control of Fruitcake Elemental. So Fruitcake, for those not in the know, is typically hard as balls, and I don't know about you, but I never actually want it, so this makes a lot of sense to me. Beat someone with the 7/7, pass it off to somebody else, and then watch it go around the table. It's pretty cool and a lovely start to the holiday cards. And next up, play on the card Gifts Ungiven. Gifts Given is 3 and a blue for an instant. Search target opponent's library for 4 cards with different names and reveal them. That player chooses one of those cards. Put the chosen cards into that player's graveyard and the rest into your hand. That player then shuffles his or her library. So while Gifts Ungiven searches your own library, this one lets you get presents straight out of your opponent's decks. Also worth noting that there exist versions of this card without the Happy Holidays stamp and with the stamp. So that's an extra level of rarity with this card. Evil Presence is 2 and 2 black for a sorcery. Put a creature card from your hand into play under target opponent's control. That creature attacks each turn if able, ellipsis, and always attacks its controller. Classic Paul Bonner freaky little guy here. So we're keeping with the gift-giving theme and with a super early type of goad on top of it. Also, I don't know why my focus is always immediately drawn to the ellipsis. It just looks really odd and out of place. The card's name is referencing Evil Presence, although the effects of both cards are completely different. It's still a fun little nod to another Magic card. "2009 hits us right in the face with a festive pun. Season's Beatings is 4 red for a sorcery. It has an ability called Family Gathering. Get it? Each creature target player controls deals damage equal to its power to another random creature that player controls. So this is a very convoluted way of killing your opponent's creatures, but against goblins, like the art is implying, it's an absolute bloodbath. Kev Walker does some of my favourite goblin arts too, so it's an excellent choice for this one. We have the White No Mercy. Snow Mercy is 2 and 2 white for a snow enchantment. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, put a globe counter on it. Tap, untap, tap, untap, tap. Tap all creatures with globe counters on them. That's a really nice mechanical way of showing the shaking of the snow globe combined with the No Mercy-like effect. Arcade Post is one of the greatest, so I love the art on this. I also love these kind of effects when they get a bit wild with it. It is on a silver border card, so why not? Yule Ooze is 2 red-green for a 1/1 creature ooze. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy another non-land permanent chosen at random, then put a number of +1/+1 counters on Yule Ooze equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. Red-green, eat some food, regenerate Yule Ooze. We have a bit of a double meaning here. Yule Ooze as in a festive ooze, but also Yule Lose, which is, fun. Another weirdo silver border mechanic with an eating food cost, which I'm a huge fan of, so this is one for all those dining table players. "2012 brings us the only split card in the holiday set, and it's the return of the Diabolic Tutor guy. Naughty is 1 black for a sorcery. Search another target player's library for a card and put that card into your hand, then shuffle that player's library. So we choose a gift from our opponent's deck. Nice is 1 white for a sorcery. Search your library for a card, then put it in another target player's hand, then shuffle your library. So that's the total opposite. I just love Diabolic Tutor guy eyeing that pie. It looks great. 5 mana for a 3/3 Stalking Tiger is an artifact creature cat construct. Stalking Tiger enters the battlefield with a sealed magic booster pack under it. When Stalking Tiger deals combat damage to a player, unwrap the booster pack and put it into your hand. So there's a nice little play on the Stalking Tiger here, although the effect is more like a booster cheer on a body, which is really, really fun. I can see this going really well in a party box. This is another one of the few cards that exists without the Happy Holiday stamp as well, so that's pretty cool for the collectors to look out for. "2014 brings us the first festive land in Mishra's Toy Workshop. It's a land. Tap, add 3 colorless mana to your mana pool. Spend this mana only on spells and abilities that put tokens onto the battlefield. Use toys to represent the tokens." So I'm absolutely obsessed with everything about this. It's got a little bit of the pony card mechanics where you have to use your own toys, an extra mana to spend on tokens, which is great. This is one of my favorites, and I think it's the perfect Christmas card. Goblin Sleigh Ride is 1 and a red for a sorcery. Buckle up for this one, it's quite weird. Target creature you control climbs onto Goblin Sleigh Ride. You slide them on their merry way. If the creature stayed on, it deals damage equal to its toughness to each other creature touched during the slide. So this is kind of a weird vehicle mount that you actually have to get your creature on, crossed with a Chaos Orb style effect, I guess. It's a perfect silver border card, and it's got wonderful festive art. I don't know exactly what the in-game definition of climbing onto and sliding on their merry way is, so I might need a judge to chime in on this one. Parodying Thopter Pie Network, Thopter Pie Network is also 2 and 2 blue for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you're eating, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Use food to represent the token. Whenever a creature token you control dies, if it's represented by food, eat it. We've already covered how much I love incorporating objects into the game, and specifically food, so this kind of rules. I really want an army of biscuits that I have to turn sideways to send to my opponents. I just have to make sure I have enough to eat when my upkeep rolls around. Some disassembly required is 1 and a black for an enchantment. It has black, sacrifice a creature, distribute the sacrificed creature's keyword abilities among any number of other target creatures until end of turn. If it's December, you gain 1 life for each of those keywords. I love the festive parody on the fact that your coolest toy always required the joint effort of the entire family with a sack of screwdrivers and assorted power tools to put together. Great ability in spreading out the keywords amongst your own creatures, and the December bonus too. It might actually be my favourite of the bunch. I definitely need to get a hold of one of these. A Christmas Carol reference in name, Bog Humbugs is 1 and a black for a 1/1 creature insect with flying. Whenever Bog Humbugs deals combat damage, hum that many notes of a festive song. If you can, put a +1/+1 counter on Bog Humbugs. It also has the first few notes of Jingle Bells on there to help you out. Adorable winter art with a wacky silver border effect. It's fantastic. Decorated Knight coming straight out of Eldraine. It's 3 and a blue for a 3/3 creature human knight. Whenever Decorated Knight attacks, draw a card from your original deck if it's outside the game. It also has an adventure sorcery called Present Arms, for 2 and a blue. Exchange your library with another deck you own from outside the game. Shuffle your library. So I can see this making some really wild things happen if you pick the right decks, and if you manage to cast that adventure multiple times, it's just going to get really confusing. Topdeck the Halls is 3 red white for an enchantment. Decorated cards in your hand have Miracle 1 snow mana. Decorated cards include premium, promos, and cards with alternate frames or art. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 12 or more decorated permanents, you win the game. So this is a nice Boros alt win con, albeit a very easy one to pull off. A great magic reference in the name, and the art is referencing Dream Halls, but with baubles and a gingerbread man instead of whatever the hell this is. We have Gisa bringing Geralf a gift. This is one of my favorite arts of all these cards, I think. Last minute chopping is 1 blue-black for a sorcery. Ask target opponent if they remember to get you a present. If they say yes, they put a card they own from outside the game into your hand. Otherwise, you gain control of target opponent they control. This is quite a cute effect, but if you cast this on me, you're getting draft chaff, and I'm not sorry. It's Chaos Warp, but let's make it festive. 2 and a red for an instant. Chaos Wrap says the owner of target permanent shuffles it into their library, so the same as Chaos Warp. Then they may look at the top card of their library and may wrap it. If it's a permanent card, they may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, they may put it onto the battlefield face down as a 4/4 red present creature. To wrap a card, put it inside lots of sleeves. If it would be dealt damage or be destroyed, remove a sleeve from it instead. I'm not exactly sure how many sleeves you're going to be able to get on a card without some like special prep beforehand. I think I could easily manage 3. I just bust out the wrapping paper for this one, make it special, put a bow on it, let's go all out. Come on, it's Christmas. There's so much crammed into the seasonal sequels art. It's X blue 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 for an instant. Pitch the titles of up to X holiday-themed sequels to target spell. Copy that spell for each title pitched, except the copy has that name. You may choose new targets for the copies. Simply adding numbers isn't festive enough. We have a lot of movie references here: Sword of Hoth and Home Alone, 8 Crazy Nights Charge, Holiday Incinerate, Phyrexian Gremlins, Die Hard and Scales, Lana What Elf, and to top it off, we've got a bunch of popular characters from the Magic the Gathering multiverse going for a nice movie night. Lovely. Also, this effect is great as long as your festive movie knowledge is up to scratch. And now for this year's festive card, it's Eggnogger's Stache. 5 and a green for an artifact. Lands you control have tap. Refill your mug with a festive drink. If you don't have a mug, go grab a mug. It's the holidays. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a drink stash, put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Featuring everyone's favorite little gremlin freak loot. This card also has a recipe to make your own delicious festive beverage. Just don't ask what's in the Eldraine Spice Blend, you don't want to know. And there we go, a brief rundown of the Happy Holiday set as of 2024. Have you got your hands on any of these? Would you like to get a hold of them at all? Let me know down below. And hype this video up so WotC see it, and maybe they can send me the 2025 card. That'd be really nice. I did have another video planned that I was partway through scripting, and I just kind of dropped off it because I wanted to do something festive because I'm really getting into the spirit this year. So yeah, that's why this happened. If you haven't already checked out my podcast, go and give it a listen. It's the Magic House's podcast. I'll put all the links down below. It's me and my good friend Adam. We just talk rubbish, have a good fun time. It's not serious at all. It's nice and chill. We've just done our annual, it's the first one, awards. So go and check out that episode. And there will be a best of 2024 video coming out before the year end, hopefully. So make sure you give that a watch too. So yeah, from me to you, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you're doing this time of year. Stay safe, eat lots of nice food, drink lots of nice drinks, hug your friends, tell them you love them. And the most important thing of all, please, 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 just play some damn Magic. And with that, I'll leave you to it. See you in 2025. Peace. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, put a glove counter on it. That should say globe. Have you got your hands on any of these? Would you like to get your hands on any of these? I will catch you in